Well, 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 where are we? Greetings all, Will here back for a video, not in the van. I'm actually in my studio. That's not quite finished, so everything's going, but there's a big placement thing, but then this is the TFNation hall. Yes, TFNation gone. Fuck. Oh, yeah, okay, it's gone. I haven't got the post blues that everyone else seems to have. I've been just, yeah, so, but I thought I better get my haul video out of the way. It's not a lot of haul, I only got like 7 bots in total. Funds were tight. Yeah, so, but, yeah, TFNation, been gone. Sad to see it go, it's been a week. This is Sunday night, I think it's like nearly 9 o'clock, I think. It's pissing down outside as usual, because it would be. And I thought, well, as I've just finished most of this off today, got these new, I've built these shelves with chains and stuff, because I had chains left over from various things. I just thought I'd do a quick haul video. So this is my TFNation haul. You can't see this. I've actually got them lined up in height order because you can just see the biggest one at the back. But I'll get to that one last because he's one of my favorite pickups, not the favorite pickups. Let's start with something small, shall we? First one I pick up wasn't the first one I picked up. It was one of the last ones. It's an animated Voyager bulkhead. Now I've prided myself on virtually every single animated figure, apart from Blackout, which is nearly impossible to find for a dignified price. But I forgot I didn't actually have the Voyager size. I've got the leader class, and I thought I haven't actually got the Voyager one. And you know what? He's a cute, chunky little pot. He's tiny. He does not scale at all. But the animated was never really about scaling, was it? So yeah, I actually like this. I got it for like 12 quid. Can't remember where. I think it was the Space Bridge. Pretty sure. Yeah, so it's just cute. He's just a cute little green bot. This year I didn't pick anything from Toy Fu, which is really annoying. But then I was perusing the shelves of their display, and there was nothing really jumping out at me this year because I didn't have much. If I had a bit more money, I probably would have picked up a botcon from there because they've always got botcons there, and botcons are nice to have. One thing I didn't pick up, which I fucking wish I did, TFNation exclusive rune. I saw it and went, oh, actually, yeah, I might get that. And I never did. So, I'm annoyed about that because I can't find it anywhere else. So, I'll have to just live with my shame of not picking it up because I'm an idiot. Let's go to the next one now, shall we? One of the first stores I actually went to buy anything, not where I looked, was Kapow because they had it for a reasonable price and I didn't mind paying for it. So, I picked up this little pussy. Obviously this is Masterpiece Cheetle. I like it. It's a lovely bot. I mean, the gripe about it is this shite. The detachable, I know it turns into another gun and all this shite, but it just doesn't sit in his hand. It doesn't look right. I don't like detachable bits like this that don't actually sit. If it could clip onto his back, it probably could kind of wrangle something behind him so he's got even more back kibble. But I do like the way the legs pegged together. That's quite nice. And his gut's gun, which is really weird. And the fact is he actually has light piping and changeable faces and changeable heads for the cat, or the cheetah mode, should I say. All around, very, very nice bot. Very nice bot. Now, the next one was from the same Kapow store. I bought it at the same time, so it was 130 quid blown like that in the first 20 minutes. It's Primal. Yeah, this is the Sprue Commander version, so he's more toy colour accurate and he comes with the little masky thing that sits on the back. And I didn't know this because I haven't really actually seen many reviews on this. I haven't actually played with it properly. I didn't know his eyes light up. I didn't know that. But now I do, and I put batteries in them and it looks great. And the mask plugs onto the back. Like here, and then you have a bat mode thing, and in theory, there you go, red eyes. There we go. So let's take that off. It didn't come with the die-cast mace thing in the banana box, unfortunately, but it comes with one anyway. I don't quite understand what the hell that's meant to be from. Swing the mace. Swing. It's a mace, which he holds in his hand. I've got 2 swords in, so it doesn't matter about the mace at the moment. But I can't stop playing with this guy. I just keep transferring back and forth, back. I've got the more accurate face mask on from the other toy that I've got, instead of the mouth thing. I might pick up the other one if I can find it at a reasonable price, because he's more show accurate. But as primals go, as a little monkey guy, gorilla, really nice. I like that. Lovely pickup. Next one was actually the last bot I picked up in the day. It's Titan Return 6-shot, and I have done all the modes on him, and half of them are wank. It's just ridiculous. Just fold him over and flap him down. Oh, there's a mode there. But I like it because I haven't got a G1 one. I owned one for the whole of a day because, long story, my mum bought me a Transformer. She bought me G1 Predaking, and for some strange reason we got sent G1 6-shot. Shame we didn't keep both. Didn't get that, but there you go. But very nice, chunky bot. I like the chunkiness of these guys. It is whatever everyone says. It is the G1 with articulation, which is basically what you want anyway out of these bots, because the Titan Returns are a throwback to G1 Headmasters, and everyone likes them. And I like this one, even though he doesn't come with any swords or anything. But there is upgrade kits, and I like upgrade kits, and I might get one. So there we go. That was Titan Return 6-shot, everyone. I hope you pick one up as well. The main bots I was after were masterpieces, to be fair. The Cheetor and Primal, I had to get those, and I got them, which is great. I was going after MP Megatron, but I wasn't paying 200 quid for him. Ray managed to bag one for 180. No idea where from. The man is just, he's incredible with that. You just follow him around. He gets so many deals. He gets everyone, and it's on the Saturday. He doesn't hang around for the Sunday. Sunday, he'd make a kill it. He would. But I digress. Picked this guy up late Saturday? I can't remember. It blurred it, the weekend blurred into one. Time is irrelevant in that place. It's Overlord. Yeah, it's not the G1. Let me see, I spent 800 quid on one. Titan Returns. Overlord. Now, this guy is a cracking chunky monkey. I love the fact that you can rip him in half and the tank mode is silly, the gem mode is good. It's just fucking 2 bots in one, but he just makes one. So if you lose the legs, you pretty much haven't got a Transformer. But yeah, I love it. It's chunky. He's quite poseable for the size of him, and the articulation is really good. There's a chunky bot. It's really good. Now this one was Stu, because it was Stu, told me about this bot an hour before I bought it, and I actually thought, nah, it's not going to be there. It's going to be gone. So I'm not going to bother looking for it. I didn't even know where it was. Looking around one of the stores, I can't remember, went opposite Kapow, you've got to go into, and I don't know, I was just looking around and I saw this one. And I was like, have to buy it. Had to buy it. Just outright, had to buy it. I ummed and ahed for literally a second and I bought it. What was I talking about? Cloud Starscream. Now I missed, because I went to New York to find this guy. Not specifically to find this guy, but I thought I might be able to find him in one of the many shops they had for Transformers, like 4, in massive distances apart. Couldn't find him. Found the Shockwave, the repaint of World, which was shite. I finally picked this guy up. I know the mould is terrible. The shoulder, they kind of address the shoulder issue. They don't pop out like they do with my Blitzer on my double dealer. But the fact it's Starscream that's a tank and a jet. So it all works out well for everyone, doesn't it? Yes, quite. I love it. It's fucking brilliant. Happy. I got a Starscream. I got 2 shots, but this is the official Starscream I picked up. Always got to get a Starscream to go with the collection. It's getting bigger. It's actually getting too big for the actual one shelf I've got them all on. Rearrange might be in order. As we bring on to the last item, which I didn't actually buy at TF, I bought it on a Friday night off our good friend Ben from Ben's Collectibles. I was messaging about this about a couple of weeks ago about the best version to get, and he said the other one, because it was more expensive. So I said, well, I'm only looking for something for display, hence the gap. He will be standing there. He does stand there. And he goes, well, I can sell you this one if you want. And he's like, okay, this much. I went, this much? He went, okay, then fine. So I got it for £5 cheaper than he wanted it for, but there you go, it's Ben. Yeah, and I came to his room. We all did, loads of us there. Dave was there as well, and his lovely missus buying Susan. Yeah, and I sort of played with it on the floor for a bit. That sounds really touchy. But I played with him on the floor for a bit, and I was like, this guy's absolutely massive. And there's no thought. I was having it anyway. It didn't matter how much it cost, to be fair, but it does to me. But then, and so here he is. Hang on now. An absolute Goliath. This guy is massive. He is absolutely massive. Now, here's a size comparison between Overlord. Overlord himself is a big bot. This guy's actually bigger than Overlord. And he's a Starscream. He's a masterpiece Starscream. 11p11, I think it was, I can't remember. And he comes with crown and shoulder pads, and it all works, and it's lovely. There's some like sprues on here that can need cutting off and all this malarkey, and I think he needs a bit of like paint in the gaps just to fill some bits out. But just to have something just standing there overlooking me, looking down upon me as he awe-inspiring gloriness hangs over me, you can't go wrong. I mean, I know it's not official and it's a knockoff. It's the first knockoff MP I own. I got some of these ones, like the knockoff third party one that Ray gave me that because he bought it in BM and he didn't like it. And I got the two oversized crappy ones from BM, which are shit. And there's my customs. They're brilliant. They're brilliant. Yeah, it's the first one I actually own. I'm gonna pick up some more oversized stuff because it's just awesome. And this one comes with articulated fingers. Articulated fingers, people. It's great. It's glorious. I'm going to put him back up here for a second and then cut and you'll see. See? Starscream. So, this was my TFNation haul, and this is my new studio. Camera setup's not done yet. The sound, I've got to kind of insulate the room a bit, stop the echoey sound, because the probably sound isn't brilliant. I do apologise for it. But yes, basically the setup you're going to see when I start doing reviews again, which will be quite soon actually. And I would like to know what I should review. I don't know. I was thinking of doing this guy. I was thinking of doing this guy. Or I might go in something older, you know. Go back to the anime. Let's go back to the Energon shit. No, let's not go back to Energon. I have to block Energon out completely. That was my 2017 TFNation haul video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon, I hope, for a review maybe. Ooh, it'll be exciting. So bid you all adieu. I should do it with a cup of tea really, shouldn't I?